Hi, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create BGP protocol on the Palo Alto firewall and show you my setup. So I have increased a couple of routers in the topology just to make run the BGP protocol efficiently. So I have added three in PAVM2 and PAVM1. And I have also added a new router which I'm going to use in future videos with a different firewall over there. So, so all these routers have been already configured with the BGP protocol and they are running. So just to make sure, let me show you. See, show IP BGP. When I type IP BGP, I have this routing table. These routes being stored in the BGP routing table. So by this we can say this is BGP. Keep aside of that, same thing over here. There you go. So you have all the BGP routes stored in the table, BGP table. I so I have to configure BGP on the Palo Alto PM2, PAVM2 and PAVM1. So to do that, I have to know what's the AS number over here and what's the IP address I should be using as a peer. So to check that, so I am on the right router now. So I have configured this. So I need router BGP AS number 20, and I have also given the I have also configured the route and neighboring ship to the firewall on the so here. So this is 10.10.13.2, which I'm going to use as a firewall untrust interface IP address. So this is going to be the firewall IP address. So I am going to use BGP AS20 with the IP address 10.10.13.2 as an untrust. I am going to configure the firewall. So the same way I am going to use for the PAVM1. So if you do see, I have given over here with the BGP AS20, or I'm sorry, 10, and I have also configured a neighbor relationship for the firewall with 10.10.11.1 has an IP address and the remote AS has 11. So I'm going to use 11 as a BGP AS on the firewall and 10 has a remote peer AS. So I'm going to use these values and configure that. Let's configure that on the firewall. So interface is up and running. Ethernet 1/2, and I'm going to apply the BGP protocol. When default, go to BGP, get the router ID, AS number 11. Make sure you uncheck the check default routes. Peer group, name the peer. And it is EGP because the AS number on the peer is different. So we are going to use it as an EGP. We can use the same. So now let's write the peer details. Peer's AS number is 10. So name of the peer, the AS number with the peer, space, IP address of the interface, peer IP address. Okay, good. Okay. Now go to export, go to redistribute, and make sure you check allow redistribute default routes. Click OK. Now we have peer ports. Yeah, so here we have to uh, we can add the redistribute policy. If you have any redistribution policy profile, you can add it over here and it does automatically. If not, you can manually add that. So I have added the redistribution profile which I have already created over here, saying Ethernet /3 connect. Good. All nothing. We can I would explain you in detail when it comes to future videos. Okay, click OK. Click commit. Right. If you see, we have one peer count and peer group count, local RIB prefix count 13. Let's see what the stats. So these are the routing tables it firewall did learn, and if you see, it says AOO, which is OSPF based routes, and if you go to BGP, see peer details over here. So peer AS and peer status, the extra duration of the extra connection, how long it's been connected, how long it's been peer up. Peer group, you have the details. Local RIP, this is where you'll find the BGP routing table. So this is all the BGP routing table, and you see all 10.10.20, all these. This is where we are going to test the firewall. This is one network that is going that is been advertised to the BGP routing table. Good. Now let's do the same thing to the other firewall also. Same thing, default. Go to BGP, enable router ID, AS number is 20. Check the reject default route. Advanced, nothing. Add name of the peer group. So this time it is going to be IBGP because the peer, the router it is connected to is also on the same AS number. So if you see, this is the router which is connected to this firewall directly, and if you see, is already in the AS20. So we are also using the same AS over here, so it is going to be IBGP. So we have to mention that on the firewall and add the peer details. Peer IP address. Okay. Okay. Allow redistribute routes, default routes. We don't need this now. Okay, I have already checked allow redistribute default routes, and the switch behind sitting behind the firewall is connected to the default route, so it should redistribute the routes to the should be redistributed to the BGP. Now click commit. The other basic setup I have already been configured that. So list like allowing the policy, the security policy, allow the traffic in and out. And if you see, we get a notice on the file router saying new BGP neighbor 10.10.13.2 is up. Reset. Yeah, the BGP notifications are more important because uh, the count in the number of count increased on the notifications is the reset is the number of times there is an update on the BGP table, and it will be advertised or distributed along all the BGP peers with the device. Now we should good with that, and let's see how many tables it did run. It did learn from the BGP profile. So if you see, we have pretty nice plenty of tables and OSPF. Yeah, I have already set up this one. So the BGP here, 5 seconds period. Here, local RIP. These are all the BGP networks it got learned. The out RIPs not advertise any out behind networks to the BGP to outside, so don't show up. But the learned networks are these, and if you see 10.10.20.0, it did learn, which is this PC network, is this network. So this network has been advertised to this network on the firewall. So now I will open this switch and verify the connection. So let's see the routes. So you only have one route, that is default route. As I said, I have only configured default route on the switch to the firewall. So it doesn't learn, this switch do not get any updates on the BGP or any BGP, because I did not configure this switch BGP. But let's ping the switch. Let's ping this PC1, this L23 switch. Okay, you see, I can reach them. I did reach the PC, and it do not know how if I say show the route to, it says there is no subnet in the table. So just to verify, let me open this file router and see what's the protocol that we can, what's the routing information for this PC, for the PC1 IP route, IP route, and the PC IP address. If you see, to reach this IP address, it is using BGP protocol with the AS20 and going that. So which means that it is using BGP to reach that IP address. So we now successfully so now we now successfully deployed or install BGP protocol on the Palo Alto firewalls, and we can route the traffic on that protocol. So let's rewind the process again. So go to virtual routers, default router, virtual router, or any virtual router you have created. Go to BGP, enable the BGP, enter the router ID, which is the interface IP address, and whatever IP ID you want to create on the BGP. So add the AS number, uncheck the reject default route. If you don't want to accept the default routes, you can check this box, and if you want to make sure only the firewall gets the BGP or the OSPF routes or any any dynamic routes, then check this box. If not, just uncheck this box and you should get the default routes. Go to peer group, click add, enter the name of the peer group you want to create, and start adding the peers. You can enter the IP address of the peer and a peer AS number, then the interface, then the IP address of the interface, and the peer IP address. And you can keep on adding as many peers you want, depending on the protocol. Like, if the peers are all EBGP, then you can create one group and then add the peers to that group. And if the protocol is on IBGP, so you can go and keep on adding all the IBGP peers in the one group, and then keep on and you can create the BGP tables. Then go to redistribute rules and check allow redistribute default routes. So if you want to redistribute the default routes to the BGP, then you have to check that box, and anything that is any traffic that is default routes, it goes and hit the firewall, they will be redistributed to the BGP and transported to the next level, to the destination. The same way, I have created one redistribution profile over here. You can use this, or you can create any profile and then add it. If not, you can directly address and then do it. And this is the configuration for the BGP. Just go to the virtual router, select the BGP, enable it, add the AS number, router ID, peer, add the peer details, and come to register, and then just, if you want to redistribute, just add the redistribution policy rules and click OK. Click commit, and then it should it should commit, and you should be good to go. And once you have committed the if everything goes well, you would directly see the BGP. You directly see the result over here, like in the BGP section, saying you have peer count, peer group count, and all the tables it learned, or all the routes all the routing tables it learned. And if you want in detail, go to more runtime stats, here, group, local, all the routes it learned, and etc. So this is it. This is really simple to configure BGP on the Palo Alto firewall. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye bye.